So you've decided to paint the exterior of your house for whatever reason. Perhaps the walls are looking tired. Maybe it's as simple as you feel like a color change. Maybe you've got a newly built home. You walk into Builders and you're met by a massively well-stocked paint department. Where do you start? Which paint do you buy? We haven't even looked at colors yet. Let me help you on this. Today, I'm looking at the Fired Earth Severe Weather paint range. Severe Weather is categorized as a textured paint, which means it does not dry to a smooth finish, but rather has a bit of texture and character to it. What I love about this paint is that because it has a textured finish, it helps to hide imperfections, such as the places where you've used a bit of crack filler and you haven't sanded it completely smooth, or you've sanded it too smooth. It helps hide the areas where paint has peeled off and you've repainted over these in the past. These patches can be difficult to hide, and I'm fairly certain you've got some of these marks on your walls at home. As with everything, including painting, preparation is really important. On walls such as these, your preparation would be to hose off the wall and give it a scrub using a soft bristle broom. If you have grubby children handprints, and these will obviously magically appear around door openings towards the door handle side, you may need to give these walls a good scrub with sugar soap and a warm water solution and then rinse it off. However you clean your walls, they should be allowed to dry completely before painting. Now, we also don't want to get paint drops on the driveway area here, so I'm putting down a thick 100 micron drop sheet. These heavy duty drop sheets can often be reused if looked after. If you do spill paint on the drop sheet, just allow it to dry before packing it away. Add to that, I'm not in the mood to change the color of my clothing. I'm going to be wearing a dust coat and an old pair of painting shorts. Start by mixing your paint well. I always ask the friendly chaps at Builders to put these buckets into the paint mixing machine. I don't know how long it's been standing for. I'm going to start with the lighter color. In this case, it's called High Heat, and this will be painted on all the forward-facing walls. Then on the inside of the garage doors, window boxes, I'll paint the darker color Tsunami. Remember to mask windows and anything you don't want painted with masking tape. It's quicker to do this now than to try and remove dried paint when you realize you've gone outside the lines. Application is simple with a medium pile roller and of course a paintbrush to get into the corners. Now I do find it quite cumbersome to try and pour paint out of these large drums into a paint tray, and for that I prefer just scooping it out with a clean container. Fired Earth Severe Weather is a modified acrylic wall coating with a medium textured matte finish for both interior and exterior use. The paint is excellent UV and weather resistance. It contains quartz for strength and polytech fiber for flexibility, thereby enhancing hairline crack bridging properties. Durable, weather-resistant pigments are used to provide excellent coverage and hiding power, and as it is water-based, cleaning up is simply done with water before the paint dries. Now, as much as these colors look quite similar, remember that paint always dries to a darker shade than what it looks like when it's wet. Now, as you can see, this paint is rather thick. Just ensure that you roll it out smoothly to get a uniform finish throughout. So here I've painted one coat and you can clearly see that there's a bit of color bleed coming through from the old original color. That's a clear indicator that you're going to need a second coat. And here I've already painted a second coat. You can clearly see that there's a difference. After that second coat, leave it to dry for 4 to 6 hours and then we'll get cracking with our dark accent color. So our second coat is completely dried and we're now going to put the darker accent color, in this case Tsunami, on the inside of the garage frame as well as the window boxes. Now the reason I wanted this to be perfectly dry is that when we join the two colors, if we have a bit of an accident and it comes around the corner, I can wipe it off with a rag. If this was still wet, you wouldn't be able to clean it up too easily. Again, I'm going to just apply it with a medium pile roller and a small paintbrush into those tight corners. Now a handy tip here when joining two colors on a corner is to roll your roller flat, ensuring an overhang of the roller. If you find that the colors don't fully join, angle your roller slightly and roll in one smooth movement. Same as with the lighter color, I'll paint two coats and allow that to dry completely. Painting your home may not be the most exhilarating of DIY jobs, but it certainly is rewarding to see the finished result. Fired Earth Severe Weather. I'm really impressed with this product. It's got good spreadability, it's easy to work with, and it has a lovely texture to it. Most importantly, it's designed for severe weather. Now, everything I've used today is available at Builders, either in-store or online at builders.co.za. For more videos like this, check out the blog on the website. Get to Builders, get it done.